This is our gig. And sometimes it goes off the rails, and it does.
I felt like I was drowning and I had no life and I couldn't enjoy the small things, not to, get to the book. And I was really, really, really burned out.
We're having conversations you can't have, you're scared of having, or whatever it is. But the bottom line is, yeah, it's going to happen. And it's probably going to happen again.
And I have feelings, and I'm just trying to do a good job, and I don't think this is a totally fair shake using our friendship in the way that it has been.
Meghan McCain's departure from The View stands out as one of the rare instances where a co-host left voluntarily after 4 years filled with personal struggles, making the decision to leave a well-thought-out one.
I could deal with host drama all day long. Yeah. To me, the thing that started having a real impact on my mental and emotional health was the constant, and it became constant, absolute constant, leaking from the show. The second week I was there was a bunch of articles on gossip sites talking about how nobody liked me on the show, and I was a disappointment, and I was an ice queen, and you're a hated woman that everybody thinks is a lunatic. It would take a toll on you.
Throughout her time on The View, Meghan McCain played a key role in engaging in debates where other conservatives struggled, becoming a strong presence in ABC's daytime lineup. However, the constant pressure and scrutiny behind the scenes took a significant toll on her. She feared her every action or comment might be leaked to tabloids, often portraying her negatively, which eventually led to her departure.
I am just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I am here to tell all of you, my wonderful co-hosts, and the viewers at home that this is going to be my last season here at The View.
Wait, hold on. Did you know that 99% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? If you enjoy my content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It takes just a second, but it means the world to me and helps keep this channel going. Join the family and let's grow together. Now, back to the story. Meghan McCain's choice to join The View wasn't solely for career advancement. Her father, Senator John McCain, encouraged her to take the role, seeing it as a chance for her to represent a strong conservative voice in a mainstream setting. When she joined in 2017, she entered a space that had previously seen several conservative hosts fail, but Meghan was determined to take on the challenge. She didn't shy away from fierce debates, no matter how heated, and her presence led to a significant ratings boost for ABC. However, behind the scenes, Meghan was facing immense personal struggles. In 2018, just a year after starting the job, her world was turned upside down when her father lost his battle with glioblastoma, a rare and aggressive brain cancer. His death wasn't just a personal tragedy, but a national event, as John McCain was a revered political figure. Meghan found herself grieving in the public eye, a situation that became even more challenging in the hostile work environment of The View. The chaotic political climate of the Trump era created constant tensions, especially since the former president had mocked her father's military service, calling him a person who wasn't captured. Meghan was often put in a position to defend her father's legacy, while also asserting her own conservative views. The emotional toll of grieving while fighting public battles became overwhelming, and it worsened as the real struggles, the ones behind the scenes, escalated into a much harder challenge than anything she faced on air.
Back to the show, Joy Behar said on air, nobody missed you. We didn't miss you. You shouldn't have come back. And I started hysterically crying and sorry, gentlemen, I know male, I started lactating on air and crying and hysterical. I was super hormonal.
From the moment Meghan McCain joined The View, she became a target. Every action, every conversation seemed to find its way into the tabloids, often with exaggerated or negative portrayals. Reports painted her as cold, difficult, and entitled, even suggesting she bullied staff and co-hosts. Meghan quickly realized she was being set up, feeling like every move was scrutinized and distorted to cast her as the villain. She later admitted it felt like a coordinated effort to tarnish her image. In an attempt to address the situation, Meghan took her concerns to HR, raising the issue of a toxic workplace. However, instead of taking her complaints seriously, ABC executives dismissed them, leaving her feeling unheard and isolated. As the only outspoken conservative on the panel, she had no allies at the table. While other co-hosts had each other's backs, Meghan was left feeling like an outsider. With no support from the network, Meghan had to fend for herself against the constant attacks on her character. Every day felt like a battle to protect her reputation. But Meghan McCain isn't one to back down. When she eventually left, she didn't do so quietly. She made sure her side of the story was heard.
Went to my office and I vomited, and I called my brother who lives in Cornville, Arizona on a farm, and he said, F these people, is not worth it, is no longer worth it. And that was it. When Joy said on air when I came back from maternity leave, nobody missed you. I didn't feel supported when I had my baby, and I didn't feel supported coming back, and that was ultimately it. So that was why I left.
In December 2019, a live segment on The View took a dramatic turn. As Meghan McCain attempted to make a point, something she'd done many times before, Whoopi Goldberg suddenly interrupted her, saying, "Girl, please stop talking." The moment stunned Meghan into silence, leaving her feeling humiliated. It wasn't just the public nature of the incident, but the unmistakable message it sent. She wasn't respected at the table, a moment that marked a turning point in their relationship.
Let me finish. I let you talk. Let me
in the
finish.
Senate, the Republican Senate.
Here's what's happening now. We're gonna
show
keep,
ever.
Girl, please stop talking. Please stop talking right now. Because you know what?
No
what's
problem.
happening? Thank
no,
you.
No problem.
Thank you.
I won't talk the rest of the show. No problem.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you're going to behave like this,
I'm not behaving like
you
anything.
are.
I'm trying to show a conservative perspective.
Yes, we understand that.
Talk,
but you are. But what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
We're not doing.
After returning from maternity leave following the birth of her daughter Liberty, Meghan McCain was already struggling with postpartum anxiety and the stress of rejoining a toxic environment. Then, Joy Behar made a harsh comment that deeply hurt her.
You missed fighting with me.
I did not.
I
did not miss you.
Okay.
During a discussion on The View, Meghan McCain made a comment that Joy Behar strongly disagreed with. Rather than engaging in a simple debate, Joy responded with something deeply personal. She rolled her eyes and bluntly said, "I did not miss you, Zero." The look on Meghan's face said it all. She was devastated. That moment broke her completely. She later admitted that it shattered her emotionally, causing her to experience panic attacks before work and cry in the mornings, dreading another day in an environment where she felt openly disliked. Her anxiety soared, and it became clear to her that she couldn't continue in that toxic atmosphere. Meghan had hoped things might improve, but after ongoing on-air confrontations, cold treatment backstage, and the network's dismissal of her concerns, she realized she had to leave. In July 2021, she shocked everyone by announcing her departure from The View. But this time, it was on her terms. However, Meghan was not the only one to experience the toxic culture at The View. Over the years, other former hosts have spoken out about similar struggles. Rosie O'Donnell once likened it to Survivor, where you either outlast the drama or it takes you down. Nicole Wallace, another conservative voice on the show, called it the worst job she ever had, describing a cutthroat environment where hosts were manipulated for drama and ratings. In 2020, ABC executive Barbara Fedita was fired after making insensitive comments about Black journalists, further highlighting the show's toxic environment. Meghan McCain may have been one of the most vocal critics, but she was certainly not the first, and she likely won't be the last.
Just take a breath, because now it's becoming hard to.
I'm sorry, but people.
Hold on, let me just finish what I'm saying, so that I can just say. Everybody has something to say at the table. We really do want to hear from everybody, but we're starting to do that thing,
right?
And so
I don't know what that means. This thing.
It means you're talking over each other.
Well,
Since leaving The View in 2021, Meghan McCain has thrived. She authored a book, Bad Republican, where she opens up about the behind-the-scenes toxicity of the show, detailing how it nearly broke her and why she has no regrets about leaving. Meghan has also launched her own podcast, Meghan McCain Has Entered the Chat, where she discusses politics, pop culture, and motherhood, free from the drama of The View. While she's relieved to be out of that environment, she's made it clear that she still hopes the show changes. She's criticized how conservative voices are treated as villains and has called out the network for fostering a culture of bullying instead of meaningful discussion. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very grateful.